another Forging Friday. We're back again, and folks, let's jump into it. I want to jump into a real quick one here. Let's take a look at our deck here. We're gonna be taking a look at Slivers, folks. And as you probably know, if you've been playing Magic for a while or have some familiarity with it, Slivers are kind of a notorious creature type, a notorious tribe. How they work, and we'll take one of these as an example. Galerider Sliver, 1 blue mana for a 1/1, but it has Sliver creatures you control have flying. So that's kind of the theme of Slivers. Every Sliver gives every other Sliver you have something, some intrinsic ability. So, Galerider Sliver gives flying, and if we go down to Cloudshredder over here, red and a white for Sliver creatures you control have flying and haste. It's 1/1, and so basically Galerider Sliver, but also gives haste. Striking Sliver over here. 1 red for a 1/1. Sliver creatures you control have first strike. Let's see. Sentinel Sliver over here. 1 and a white for a 2/2. Sliver creatures you control have vigilance. So, if you happen to have, actually, let's go over some more of these. Let's see, we got Venom Sliver, 2 Venom Slivers, 1 and a green. Sliver creatures you control have Death Touch, it's 1/1. Striking Sliver gives a first strike. So if you have a Sliver creature with first strike and Death Touch, basically, you will destroy any blocking creature before they can actually do any damage to your creature. So that's, and you'll see there's a bunch of combos where, just by giving. Just by them having all these different abilities, it creates combos within the creatures themselves. Let's continue on. We got Virulent Sliver, 1 green for 1/1. All Sliver creatures have poisonous 1. I should mention some of these. You'll notice I think some of these Slivers are printed at different times, and some of them are. Have all Slivers, so it affects both you and your opponent's Slivers or Changelings, and some of them have Sliver creatures you control. Generally not an issue, but if you're playing a mirror match or something, or someone's copying your Slivers or something like that, be aware that you could inadvertently increasing the power of your opponent. Very unlikely that. I've very rarely seen where that's been an issue. Poisonous 1, by the way, it mentions here, it deals damage to a player, and it gives it 1 poisonous counter. So, kind of a way to close out a game. Give your giant army of Slivers poisonous 1 and just swing in. If any of you get any 10 of them through, then for your opponent. Crystalline Sliver, kind of important Sliver. 1 white, 1 blue for a 2/2. Sliver creatures. Slivers cannot be the target of spells or abilities. It's shroud, basically, not hexproof, so you can't hurt your slivers, but we don't really have anything in this deck that would target our own creatures, so shroud is perfectly fine. That's great to, so you get your, a Striking Sliver, you only have one Striking Sliver, and your opponent, it being a 1/1, blows it up with a lightning bolt or something. Crystalline Sliver prevents that. Let's see, what else do we have? The other big ones, as you can see, a lot of slivers are 1/1s and some are 2/2s. So we run 4 Muscle Slivers, 4 Predatory Slivers. Muscle Sliver is 1 in a green. It's a 1/1, but it says all slivers get 1/1, +1/+1. Predatory Sliver is kind of the same thing, but I think this one is also our opponent, but this one is only us. Predatory Sliver, 1 in a green for 1/1 sliver creatures you control, get +1/+1. So that's a way of kind of pumping our armada of slivers here. So as you can see, we do run a bunch of different colors. I think we run all of them? Green, red, white, blue. We don't have black. So every color but black, essentially. So we do have a lot of mana fixing here. And we run 4 Gemhide Slivers, 1 in a green, has all slivers have tap, add 1 mana of any color. It's a 1/1. And we also run Manaweft Slivers, 4 of them, 1 in a green, for 1/1. Sliver creatures you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. So that's great when you have, that combos pretty well with Cloudshredder Sliver here, which gives haste, which lets you, you play the Manaweft Sliver or any other sliver once Manaweft or Gemhide is in play. You can play any sliver and then immediately tap that sliver. Say you have a Virulent Sliver, play the Virulent Sliver, and immediately tap it because you've given it haste with Cloudshredder, and play a Striking Sliver, and then tap that, and play another Striking Sliver. You can start emptying your hand pretty quickly. Other great thing about it, another thing to note, if you have a Sentinel Sliver out, which gives all of your creatures vigilance, you can swing in with all of your creatures. They won't tap, and then after you've done that, you can then play, Striking Slivers. Tap them for mana with the Manaweft or Gemhide, and start playing Crystallines and any of these other slivers. Start tapping them for mana. So something to note there. Other mana fixing we do, we run 4 Gemstone Mines. If you remember those from our egg deck, they enter with 3 mining counters on them, and you tap and remove a mining counter, you add 1 mana of any color. If there are no counters on it, discard it. Should imagine I actually noticed an interesting one with this. Somebody played, my opponent played a card that removed all the counters from a permanent. They removed all the counters from Gemstone Mine, which doesn't destroy it. It still sits on the battlefield, it just has no counters and can't actually tap it to do anything. It's an interesting little interaction there. City of Brass, run 4 of those lands. They enter whenever City of Brass becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to you. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. So, it's a great way to kind of mana fix, but it does damage you. 20 life format, have to be careful with going too low. Especially as you'll see, this deck is a bit of a longer game. You're not going to win right out of the gate. You do need to build up your Sliver army a bit. Finally, for mana fixing, we also run 4 Sliver Sliver Hives have tap to add a colorless, or tap to add 1 mana of any color, spends mana only to cast Sliver spells, and it also has pay 5 and tap to create a 1/1 colorless Sliver creature token, activate only if you control a Sliver. That's a bit of a... 5 is a lot for this deck to create a 1 Sliver, so that's generally late game. You just keep drawing a bunch of lands. You can use your Sliver Hive to make a Sliver token. What else do we have for Sliver generation? We got the Sliver Hive. We also run a Brood Sliver. Kind of a bit expensive. It's 4 and a green. Brood Sliver is 3/3, and it has whenever a Sliver deals combat damage to a player, its controller will create a 1/1 colorless Sliver creature token. So that's a way of kind of an end game way of generating Slivers, and not really necessarily Sliver generation, but we run for Lead the Stampede. That's 2 colors, 1 green for sorcery. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal. You may look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal any number of creature cards from among them. But then put the revealed cards into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Perhaps microphone boost a little bit. Let's see if we can do something about that real quickly. Yeah, let's pump that. Hopefully you're able to hear me a bit better there. Sorry, I ran through the whole thing, and hopefully you could hear me over the music. But let's jump into it. Let's jump into the Slivers here and show you how it plays. Those Lead the Stampedes are a bit important. You'll notice that we do tend to end up emptying our hand a lot. We actually have one of those in our hand, so that's pretty good. Keep it, even though we only have 2 Gemhides. We'll play our Sliver Hive. And now we have a Striking Sliver. Let's play our other one. Let's Gemhide first, since we have 2 of those. Our opponent is in red, so hopefully we don't get our Gemhide lightning bolted, but we have another one in case it does. Can't be blocked. Okay. Let's play Gemstone Mine. And play the Striking, play a Gemhide, doesn't matter what color. And then we have first strike. We should be able to sway in. Yeah, because even if he blocked us, we'd kill this guy before it could do damage to the Gemhide. Okay. Now I think we want to lead the Stampede. So we're out of Slivers now. And we'll just put all of those into our hand. Ooh, yeah, let's do that. Let's do the 1 damage. And color. Now they have flying and haste. And now we can actually start dumping a bunch of these from our hand. We're really looking for those play this guy. Just empty our hand of That's I would have. You should have hit the Cloudshredder. Take the damage. Let's lead the Stampede again. Take all of those. Manaweft, man, yeah. We got another Lead the Stampede. Boy, get a bunch of 1/1s. I'm looking for the Predatory or Muscle Slivers. Striking. And so that's 17 right now. We're definitely building up a rather large board. It's doing 5 damage. We should lead the Stampede again. Take 2. Oh, there's, yeah, now we got the Muscle Slivers. Okay. Let's play a Muscle. Play a Striking. Play another Muscle. So everything should be. Let's swipe in with these two. Let's do 5. What does this actually do? Okay. Cartouche enters the battlefield. I don't know what a cartouche is. Alright. Ooh, another Predatory. Let's play that with the Sliver Hives. And I think that should be it. There's no way of really blocking with these flying slivers. Alright, so you gotta see how that played. Let's jump into another one. You can see how, you need to kind of build up a decent amount of slivers. Yeah, we'll keep this before you can really, you need your critical mass of slivers before you can really start to finish out the game. I do want to get down this Crystalline, but I think I need to play a Manaweft before I can. Hopefully it survives. Yeah, a bit awkward with the mana. It's Manaweft. So you have 2 additional Manawefts. To blow up 3 Manaweft Slivers for me to not get down this Crystalline. Alright. Now we should be in the clear here. White. So now they have Shroud. Play Striking. Do. Oh, he's flying. It's Predatory. And is it worth it to Sentinel? I think it's worth it to Sentinel. That's right, I don't have flying. I didn't bother to lay down anything flying. There's a blue, right? Muscle to buff all of our stuff. And let's just swing in. That's it. Closing it out. Xaxes. Alright, we'll play one more. I think you can kind of see how this deck plays. I'm actually not sure. What is this actually legal in? Legacy and Vintage. Not modern legal. I'm sure there's a way of building a modern legal version of Slivers. I don't know what that way is. Yeah, we'll keep it. Actually, should have checked a bit better. Yeah, I think we should be fine with this. Let's play Sliver Hive. And I think we'll... Is it the same? Okay. It's the same deck that it was playing last time? Okay. Let's play Crystalline. Always good to get out there early to protect against, you know, lightning bolts or any kind of removal or anything like that. It does shut down a lot of that. Let's muscle, and then Sentinel. Oh, I didn't play the Gemhide. Wasted a counter on a gemstone. Alright. Let's attack with the Crystalline. Unfortunate. I should have played the, gemstone. And then we'll Sentinel. And let's attack with that. And actually, we'll sacrifice this thing. Get another Sliver out. Don't have that first strike. First strike would be nice with Death Touch. Fortunate. Didn't draw either a Sliver or Lead the Stampede to refill our hand. Okay. Attack with all this. Ah, yeah, I should have remembered that. Oh well. Okay. I'm playing a bit bad here. No first strike. Rather big. Another muscle. Muscle's always appreciated. Gemstone. I guess I could... That take 1, 2, 3 of these. Would have Death Touch. Yeah, let's make a Oh, did I do it again? I lost it. Oh, we blocked both of my gemstones. Oh, so I can't tap any of these for mana. Oof, I am just misplaying like crazy here. Alright. Getting impatient. That's what's happening. Now let's do that. That's fine. And then let's tap down one of these, one of these, one of these. Get our Sliver token. Do some sacrificial blocking or attacking. Okay. This is one of those grindy games. We're not drawing anything that gives us first strike, so we can't just go swinging in. We haven't drawn anything with flying, so it's just kind of a case of biding our time and tapping a bunch of things for mana. Suppose we could swipe in with this fella here. Okay, eliminated that. What are these things? Okay. Man, we were pumping these things like crazy, but we're not getting. I'm looking for first strike. I'm looking for flying. All these muscle slivers and things. Okay. I'm gonna swing in. Okay. Sure. Oh my goodness. Just drawing land after land. That's kind of the problem with this deck, is that at a certain point you're just making sliver tokens and trying to. We only have one Sliver Hive, so I can only make one sliver token every one of these. Ah, there we go. Finally. Finally. I can finally swing in with everything. Alright, folks, so I think you could see how that deck plays. Sometimes you draw the right slivers, the right cards, and you can finish off the game in 4 to 5 turns. But then you get into one of those cases where you have a decent army of slivers, but they're just not quite the right ones. They don't have flying, or they don't have first strike or something. You can't quite finish out the game, and it's going to turn 12. But yeah, so that's a quick look at that's a quick look at Sliver deck, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of Forging Friday. I'll catch you on the next one. Adios.